So, the murder of Simone Collymore continued in the courts this week as the insurance agent responsible for the Collymore insurance portfolio was devastated at the death of Simone Collymore, as he had to share his evidence in the Home Circuit Court, as he had a close relationship with the couple. And he expressed one of the hurtfulest things about the case is that on the night before she was killed, New Year's Day, they were out partying, celebrating the new year. The insurance agent told the court that he had sold insurance to Campbell Collymore and her husband Omar Collymore, which was worth in the region of 200 million. He explained, I quote, "The day before she died, we were out together at an event with my wife and others." He explained that he sold insurance to the Collymores in 2017. The insurance agent expressed himself, "I am an agent who is always prospecting. Through the connection with my wife and Simone, I told her I sold insurance. She said she had existing policies, which I vetted. I looked in on what she had, and I had a meeting with her alone. The meeting was short. The second meeting was both of them, husband and wife. I told them why they would need additional coverage as parents. I told them the reason for the additional insurance coverage for both of them and explained the guidelines," he testified. He further explained that Simone insurance coverage before the upgrade was around 20 million for life insurance and 10 million for critical illness. Critical care covers things like cancer or any sudden illnesses. I gave her a breakdown based on her earnings. She was earning 8 million, so she was eligible for 8 times her income and even more in coverages. Her husband Omar Collymore was eligible for the same. They were business partners. I offered her 80 million in life insurance and the rest for accident and dismemberment coverage. Collymore was right there with us during the discussion. He was also sold 2 policies, 80 million and 10 million for the critical care. He did not have any life insurance before based on my inquiries. The agent further stated that 80 million was not the typical life insurance policy, but explained that there was elements which focus on income continuation and generation wealth and family protection. So even though 80 million was large, for people who are earning, it's really not so large. So really and truly, that is what they would have gotten. The policy for Mistress Collymore was settled and issued on October the 25th, 2017. The beneficiaries were Mr. Collymore, her husband, and their 2 kids, and he was trustee for the children. The total of Simone's insurance coverage was over 100 million. After her death, no money was paid out, and Omar Collymore policy was cancelled. From a bird's eye view, I can bet what happened here. Simone's friend husband sells insurance, yes? So on meeting him, he wanted to sell her insurance, which she already had insurance, but he said, let's assess what you have already. She spoke to her husband, who encouraged her to go hear what he is selling. She listens, then consulted her husband. They go together, crunch numbers with the insurance agent. He is in agreement, but makes Simone feel it's her own idea for more insurance. I know the style. I've been through stuff similar to this, but it was about the life insurance. But all this time, I'm thinking it's my idea, when really and truly it really wasn't when I look back at it. But I just saw life go. Because remember, she already had 30 million insurance, and that is a lot, So really and truly, she never really needed any more. The only thing is that her husband never had none, of course. Of course, even on our first policy, the 30 million, the beneficiary, of course, was her husband, Omar Collymore, and the two children. So now this bigger policy now drops in their lap, and it would have been the same treatment. Husband, beneficiary, trustee for the children. So it just really would be her husband and the two children benefiting. This is no surprise, since the insurance man and his wife were friends with both Omar and Simone. The insurance was mentioned before, and Omar said, talk to the wife, which of course, when Simone is consulted, she's going to call her husband, and he will say, let's listen to what is being offered, of course. He not going to hesitate. Of course, he will be pleased to let him and his wife, Simone, take out more policy. It just seems too organized, knowing Omar have a history of taking out women for insurance money, and had an open case still going on in the USA. It's just wickedly sad how Simone was taken out, and all for this insurance money. To me, everybody is a suspect in the whole organizing of this crap. But, as you know, it's not what you feel is what you can prove. Because while this all going on, he's planning life with his gym instructor side chick, open all business with her. She noticed something was off and tried to take herself away. But if she ever knew what would have been in store for her, well, at least she got a tip of what he is like when she wanted to end the relationship with Omar, and he linked her that he wanted back his money he had put into the business with her. So you see, he's one of them man that when him can't have his thing his way, he blackmails you or turn on you. But ended up convincing her he will soon be waking up to her every morning. Well, that is what she said in court. That, for me as a side chick, would be a serious sign. So where would your wife be? Omar is a real wicked and heartless man. I hope he goes to the hangman land. Simone Collymore is described her sister, Miss Banner, as a centerpiece of the family, as her sister was big on birthdays, Christmas and holidays. She was a problem solver. Family was everything to her. She strived to make her parents proud of her because she knew how hard they worked to build a family. Simone was the oldest of the three children and was the organizer of trips and family events. In my experience, when you have a close-knit loving family, you see whether it's friends or relationship, and those people are going to partake in your life, you have to make sure them experience similar relationship in their family. Because when they're not used to something like that, it's when they come into your life, they can create chaos. They carry feelings of bad mind and hate. Because I don't know why. I've experienced it where people say that, oh, your family just so close and just so come together and so loving and look out for each other is like a problem. All of a sudden, their baggage, what they can, oh, me never did have such a close family, and oh, me never have nobody to turn to, and so that's your fault. You understand? Everybody's life is different. So you have to be careful when you're bringing these people into your life. It's just sad though, how people run into each other and build relationship without properly communicating, proper investigating them, properly knowledge of them and knowing what they're about. Because sometimes if you really take time out to understand and know these people, you don't bring them into your life, you know. You understand? Because they're going to create chaos. You understand? It would be like, I remember my grandmother used to have this saying, you throw powder upon blackbird, him feel cool and nice, but him soon going to shake it off. You understand? So people have to know what them doing. Why life is like mathematics, yeah, man. It's like more time you can't get it right. Simone's sister Bonner explained there was a big fight that took place between the couple as Simone had come home crying and played a recording on her phone of two men speaking. She then proceeded to remove her husband's clothes from her bedroom. He then came home and asked his wife what happening. Her sister told him, ask Val. This was around the time when Simone had found out that Omar Collymore was cheating and she had had enough. In that dispute, Collymore said he would see the family crumble during the argument. That is bad mind talk, you know. Collymore destroyed Simone's two iPhones and several items in the house, including a 70-inch flat-screen TV. That was after he was told to leave the house. Omar then attempted to damage her sister's Benz by driving another vehicle into it, but because Simone was standing in front of the Benz, he did not bother to do so. About a month later, they made up and she and Collymore moved in together at their house with the children. The family was very close and they loved Omar. He was a funny guy at the time, as at one time the family was close and did everything together, and Simone loved their family and wanted her and Collymore to work through their differences, while the only thing Omar Collymore was doing was eyeing and planning how to get the insurance money and how best to get rid of Simone and get the money and move on. This is just such a sad case. R.I.P. Simone, gone but not forgotten. However, the case continues in court. The family is still grieving. I will update you as soon as more information becomes available. Anyway, guys, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my platform, please. Love you all. Bye for now.